In this After Effects tutorial, I'll show you how to create the cinematic background loop. Hi guys, my name is Manuel. We'll set up the scene, make it look cinematic using standard effects only, then animate the looping background, so make sure to stick around. Alright, let's jump right in. We create a new composition, name it loop, 10 seconds long. Then let's start with the background. We add a new solid, name it background dark. Color, a very dark blue, almost black. Okay. We add another solid, name it background mid. Color, a dark blue. With the layer selected, we grab the pen tool and draw a mask around the horizontal center, kind of random. We open the mask property and set the mask feather to 600 pixels. Let's add a third solid, background bright. Color, a bright blue. And this time we draw a mask from the top around the center. We set the mask feather to around 1000 pixels. Alright, so we got some contrast, light from above and in the center. Let's add some lines. With no layer selected, we grab the pen tool and draw a line across the screen. 3 points should be enough, slightly curved. We use the selection tool to adjust it. No fill, stroke width 2 pixels, and let's use a radial gradient stroke. Going from a very bright pink to a bright blue. Okay, then let's adjust the start and end point. We want the center to be bright where the light is. Let's hide the shape path for a moment, turning blue towards the corners. Let's name the layer line front 1. Then we duplicate the shape, Command D, and let's actually name them line and the new one points. Then we open the points property, open gradient stroke 1, click on the plus icon next to dashes twice, and set dash to 1, gap to 15. Stroke width 5 pixels. We set line cap to round cap. Then we change the stroke gradient colors into cyan and pink. Finally, we open both path properties and link the bottom path to the top one. And set a path keyframe. Awesome, that's our first line. We duplicate it 4 times and adjust the path of each of the lines. Because we've set a keyframe before, you simply need to press U to see the path property and can easily adjust it. Alright. Let's adjust the line gradient stroke colors of 1 or 2 lines, for more variety. Let's turn the blue into cyan. Let's change line 2 as well. Alright, next we need to fake some depth. Therefore, we need an adjustment layer. Option Command Y, name it blur front, head over to the effects and presets window and add a camera lens blur. We set the blur radius to 8. Grab the ellipse tool and add an oval mask, like that. We open the mask property and set the mask feather to 600 pixels, and set the mode to subtract. So the center is in focus towards the edges, it is getting more and more blurry. Let's add some background elements. We duplicate the adjustment layer, move it below the lines, name it blur back, and delete the mask. Then we set the blur radius to 40. And activate repeat edge pixels. By the way, for the other one as well. Then we duplicate one of the lines and move it below blur back. We name it line back 1. Then we press U and adjust the path. To add more detail, let's open the contents property, select it and add a repeater. 3 copies is fine. Then, same game, we duplicate the line 4 times and adjust the path shapes. Let's change the label color of the back layers. Awesome, we're getting there. We duplicate line front 1 and name it line center. Move it below line 1, then press U to adjust the path. We copy the camera lens blur effect from one of the adjustment layers and add it to the line. Then we set the blur radius to 12. We select the contents property and add a repeater. So we got the lines in the far background, lines in the front, and this one is kind of in between. Awesome, we'll finalize the compositing later. First, let's animate. We start with line 1, solo the layer, press U to see the path keyframe, go to 120 frames and slightly adjust the path. Don't go too crazy, we want the movement to be rather subtle. Then we go to 240 frames, copy the first keyframe and paste it there. Important, it's the very last frame right on the edge. Then we select all 3 keyframes and add easy ease to all of them. Alright, let's go. Repeat that for all the other lines. Finally, we select all layers, press U to see the keyframes. Move the middle ones to the left or right to make the movement appear more random. Awesome, some stuff going on in the background, nice slow movement. I like it. And it's a seamless loop. One last thing, we need to add some final touches. We create a new solid, Command Y, name it light purple. Color, a bright purple. Let's grab the pen tool and add a mask. From the top around the center. Set the mask feather to 600 pixels. The opacity to 50%. And the blending mode of the layer to add. We add another solid, name it light blue. Color, a bright blue. We grab the pen tool again and add a mask, this time coming in from the right edge towards the center. We set the mask feather to 600 pixels, the opacity to 25%, and the blending mode to add. We create a third new solid and name it light yellow. Color, guess, a bright yellow. We grab the ellipse tool and add a smaller mask around the center. Mask feather 600 pixels. Opacity 60%. Blending mode of the layer add. We select the 3 light solids, press M to open the mask properties and add mask keyframes at the beginning. Then go to the middle, switch to the selection tool and slightly move the masks. Go to the end and copy and paste the first keyframes. Then we select all keyframes and add easy ease to them. Finally, we move the middle keyframes. These lights help to connect the background and foreground elements of the scene. Then we add another solid, name it vignette, color black. Select it, double-click on the ellipse tool to add a mask. Set the mode to subtract. And we set the mask feather to 800 pixels. Opacity 20%. Let's move the left and right edge further inwards. Alright, finally we add another adjustment layer, name it grain. And add grain. Viewing mode, final output, intensity 0,5, size 0,5. On the left side, I've added some videos you might like. Subscribe to my channel on the right side and ring the bell to get notified when my next video is coming out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. See you in the next video. Bye!